Okay, so Jamal Maia's here with the Mcgrillen himself. Lewis Mcgrillen just had a fight date announced. PFL Europe, Newcastle, June 8th, back where it all began. How excited are you to get back in there? Because I'm guessing that night in Dublin, still eating away at you. Yeah. You want to right that wrong against Wesley at some point this year. But first of all, you've got to get June the 8th out of the way.
Yep, so I feel like it's been a long time coming for me to come back in the cage and have a fight. I've been waiting for ages. This is the longest I've gone without a fight, to be fair, besides like 2020 and lockdown and stuff like that. But I've just been waiting. I've been eager to have a fight. As soon as that night happened, I wanted to have a fight at 5 minutes after. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just ready. I'm training hard, and June 8th we go again.
You took the loss very well. You didn't make up any excuses, and you understand that this is a sport where John Jones is a complete anomaly, and I do think as well by the end of his career he will have a loss on his record if he does go ahead and go and fight Tom Aspinall. You don't really get out this sport without an L on your record. What were the biggest things that you learned from that night?
All sorts of stuff, just like first of all my approach to it. Even just being in there and like how I felt and stuff like that. You know what? I have everyone has a ton of excuses to say things about why they lost. I have my own excuses why I felt like I lost. But you know what? Who cares? Who actually cares? I'm honest with it. Who cares? No one cares. So there's no point me going on about it and whinging about it like I'm hard ass. So I just feel like just crack on with it. End of the day, I know I can beat him. I think he knows that. When you're literally trying to dry up me against the cage and stuff like that, and not have a fight with me, it says a lot, doesn't it? But I've got an opponent in my face on June 8th. I'll focus on him, and then Wesley Maia possibility. But I know he's a beggar and he wants that. He only wants to fight me again because he wants to get paid, and Cage Warriors don't care about him. And that's honest with it. Who cares? Actually, in a way I do, because I want to beat him up, so it's just one of them, innit?
What do you make of him commenting on your Instagram posts and stuff? I've seen that he's still trying to remind you of what happened.
He's just a big hypocrite, innit? Do you know what it is with you? Never beat a man while he's down, and he's just trying to do that because that's his only best thing he's ever done, really. He's beat me. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough, yeah. But when you're clearly doing pure steroids, bulking up and doing stupid weight cuts, that's what does, innit? That's what steroids do. I come in clean, mean, and ginger, and I was clean as anything, and you're there just coming in juiced out your head, mate. You can see, honestly, if you see on top of me on side control, you can see he had lats on lats sticking out on him, mate. I was like, rah, what's he been eating? But yeah, it's one of them.
You had a trip to Thailand where you went and trained out there as well. How was that experience for yourself? Fighters go away to different countries, more specifically Thailand for the Muay Thai side of things, pick up skills and bring it back home. What were the skills that you picked up there and just the life experiences as well?
You know what, I went over there, literally just to clear my head since the fight and stuff like that. I had my own little things I need to work on, my own personal stuff, and I conquered a lot of demons for one. And I felt like, do you know what, even just being over there, even the level of competition of fighters from all around the world, all different cultures, different organisations and all that, and I'm on the mats with him, training with him every day, and you know what, it was more what I felt like I learned on another level is like how good I am, and I also like people's level of training and like the things I can do, I'm better than, and I know things I need to work on and stuff like that. But I felt like on a whole level, mate, it was just like it was an experience to get out there to realise for a reassurance, if you know what I mean, just to work on and stuff like that. Because I learnt a few things here and there, like your wrestling, your scrambles and stuff, like learning techniques and stuff like that. But it was the bodies, and I realised what my level is and stuff like that.
In terms of the fight itself, how excited are you to prove yourself in the same arena where you delivered one of the biggest highlight knockouts of your career? It kickstarted all the hype worldwide. I remember Ariel Hawani was tweeting about you, all the worldwide press were tweeting about you. Is another destructive KO on the menu in Newcastle?
It's a possibility, but I'm not forcing it. I've got other things in my arsenal at the end of the day, but this guy I'm going to fight, he's getting hurt anyway, do you know what I mean? He's got a lot to say and stuff like that, but when he's in front of me, and I feel like the mindset I'm in now, and the maturity I've grown from it, and just other things how I feel right now, I just feel like a savage again, if you know what I mean. I felt like it's all coming to playing for me now. I'm training hard, and my levels are up in every day. But it's easy talking it. I'll be walking it June 8th.
I'm sure you see it online all the time. even when everything was completely positive before, people try and put a negative spin on things and say he just relies on the left hand, he's just relying on being a knockout artist. Do you feel like now you need to prove that you are an exciting fighter that can go 3-5 rounds and put on absolute clinics, and then if the knockout or the finish presents itself, that's the type of fighter you want to be? Do you actually not want to be known as purely a knockout fighter?
It would be nice to show my wrestling. It would be nice to show a few of my ground game and stuff like that. It's not like I don't have it, but I just go wherever the fight goes now, and like even like a little bit like I did come a little bit reliant on my left hand and stuff like that, and other thing and abandoning other things and neglecting other things in my game. But I'll be bringing that in anyway, and if it comes, it comes. At the end of the day, if it doesn't go to the ground, then it won't go to the ground, and the guy may get chinned on the feet. But if it goes to the ground, then I'll be able to submit him and ground a pint of living out of him. So it's one of them, innit?
You can't be blamed for relying on the left hand, though. You were completely sending people to the shadow realm, so you can't be blamed for that.
Look at it. If you have the punishment of God in my hand, like I do, yeah, you would be wanting to do that. It was so fun hitting people and seeing the life leave their eyes for a second. Like it was fun. You know what I mean? Like, I love knocking him out. Guess what? I'm gonna get another knockout next. Bet on me. Do you know what I was thinking? Yeah. So I'm not doing that. I was doing it for fun. Do you know what I mean? So like, but I'm learning from that. That's a maturity level for me, innit? I'm still young in the day. People don't realise how young I am and stuff like that. And like I say, I'm coming more reassuring with things like that now and saying I don't just have a left hand. I have other things in the game. I'm an MMA fighter. Do you know what I mean? Not a one left-handed fighter. Do you know what I mean?
You've seen the likes of Topuria in the UFC. He was known for being a savage knockout artist like yourself, and he put on a clinic against Josh Emmett for over 5 rounds, didn't he? We were talking about off camera. So he's a guy that showcased that. No doubt there are other guys that have gone and done similar sort of things as well. So you can go out there and prove that you can absolutely demolish someone and still have a bit of mercy over them for 5 rounds, right?
That's it, mate. I'm coming through. Do you know what it is? New mythical fighter, Mullet Mcgrillen coming through. Yeah, that's what it is. New mythical fighter. So more things to my game anyway, and that's it. And I'm young and I'm ready to go.
So the PFL had bantamweight in their European competition this year, right? Which is for the 100 grand. Yeah. Did they offer you a spot in this year's tournament? And is next year something that you're looking at? Because I know you mentioned you're going to be dropping down to flyweight for this next fight anyway.
So I was supposed to be fighting flyweight, but that was on other organisations and stuff like that. It was linked to the PFL as well. But this one is a bantamweight fight. I'm just doing these showcase bouts, but I do want a flyweight division. I do feel like I can push for it. I do feel like I've got the hype behind him and I've got the popularity for that. And like, I feel like I'm the man at flyweight at the end of the day. And me at bantamweight. If I'm at bantamweight right now, I'll bulk up for it now. I need to put the size on at bantamweight, so I'm maintaining the size on bantamweight right now, and that's it in the end of the day. So this will be a bantamweight fight. I did have offers at the tournament at bantamweight, but then there was other offers coming in about other organisations switch over and be at flyweight. Listen, it's all politics, mate. I'm just there for a fight end of the day, so I'll leave that with my coach and my management and PFL. Yeah.
Is that something that could potentially interest you next year? The tournament format, when you look at it, it's fun. It's sort of like Mortal Kombat, isn't it? Yeah. But you get a lot of money at the end of it, and then you could push on to the global competition as well.
It's a possibility. You know what I mean? I want to see if I can push for a flyweight fight. If flyweight fights prove my worth, that I'm proved that flyweight division will work. It will work in Europe. There's loads of flyweights in Europe that will work. I'm calling for it, and hopefully if it comes, it comes. End of the day, we'll see in the future. I can't see too much in the future. I rather focus on the now, and the now is me fighting on June 8th. So, yeah.
Awesome. And I know you mentioned you don't want to focus too much on the future, but you are renowned for being one of the most verbally aggressive fighters as well. You never waste your words. You go after people, and people in turn go after you. So Wesley Maia, that was obviously on the horizon for you. Is there anyone else out there that you've been beefing with online that you do want to shut up?
Not that I know of. When I think about it, I'm like, who's bad beefing me now? I think that's the brain damage. I'm trying to think now. Nah, not that I know of. Anyway, I just hear it's probably just a little talk behind the cameras, or anyone I don't hear. Oh, actually, yeah, Jake Hadley. I remember I seen him at APFC Manchester, and he was talking all sorts of shit And when I see him in person, I'm not even joking, it's me and my missus, yeah, just us, with him, like 5 of his teammates, yeah, and I ran over towards him, the guy ran away from me, and then he tried talking smack, yeah, when I was in Thailand on Instagram, saying, you're not on my level, mate, you're not on my level. I'm like, bro, you're an idiot, mate. This guy. I think he's just a parcel. He looks like MC Devil. Honestly, get a picture of him. He looks like MC Devil, mate. Yeah, that's it.
So you guys had to be separated on that night. I remember you told me about that when it happened.
Do you know what it was, yeah? He grassed me up. He's a grass mate. He grassed me up. He ran to the security guard to get me to. Can you get Lewis to move Lewis away from me? To keep him outside backstage. But I don't mind. I'm not honestly right. I put it on him. I seen he went about it, so I'm not bothered anymore now. So like, he said he wanted to squash the beef and train with me. He can come train at the top team if you want. We might have to get in the cage and have a disagreement. Just a little friendly little straighten off for 5 minutes in the cage, and then we'll be all right, maybe. So it's one of them. Yeah.
But people always say that after a defeat in combat sports, you learn about who the real ones were around you. Did you experience that? Did you experience that there maybe were some people that were messaging before?
100%, mate. Like, you realise who your real ones are at your lowest moments and stuff like that, and like, I always have been like a little bit wary on that. To be fair, I've always kept a circle of friends small, even outside of the MMA scene and stuff like that, and they're all there for me, and even my family and stuff like that. And it goes to show who's there at your lowest and stuff like that. And I've definitely learnt from that anyway. But end of the day, I've always been that guy that keeps my circle small. Because to be fair, I'm not a fan of society. So I come here, I go here, I go home, come here, go home, maybe go out and go hunt with my air rifle, and that's it, mate. I don't like going out into society, to be fair, mate, because people do my head in, because they're just full of NPCs who've got something to say about me. They're either your mate when you're winning it, or you're on top, yeah, but like when you're at your lowest, or you're just an average Joe, they don't care about you, do you know what I mean? And that's when it matters, really. I like to have people on the come up, not when you're like on the winning stage, do you know what I mean?
But that's something that you will remember when you're in the UFC, won't it? That is something that you will not forget when probably those same people do come back and try and get back into your life.
I hope so anyway, because I am a very reassuring person with myself. I'm a crazy thinker. I'm a crazy overthinker, man. I'm crazy like that. So it's just, I feel like I know how to bring myself down and that stuff like that. People think I'm absolutely arrogant out of my head and stuff like that. But end of the day, when you're fighting someone, I'm going to put it on him. It's war between me and him, do you know what I mean? And he should think the same towards me. I expect him to think like he should want to kill me because I want to kill him. So, but like outside of that, like when I'm around other people think I'm some like bolo, arrogant ginger kid. Nah, I'm just ginger, but I'm not arrogant. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I can agree on that. You're not arrogant at all when you're away from all this side of things.
Yeah.
You've got to promote the fights. As I said, people want to see people talk the smack and knock people out, and you do both of those very, very well.
That's it, mate. I can't wait. June 8th, let's go.